And welcome back. Today we have this new device called the DigiBox. Check this out. Yeah, if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. For these type of devices, this guy is pretty much loaded hardcore. Let me show you guys exactly what you get on the outside of the box. And then we're gonna plug this in, go through the specs and see some of the settings on this thing. So the first thing on the side is you have two USB ports plus the micro SD. You also have two additional USB ports. So you actually have four USB ports. Pretty insane. You do have your AV, Ethernet, HDMI, optical, and then it is running a USB-C power source. So that's pretty nice. It's upgraded. On the bottom here, there is a reset button. So that's very new. On the box here, you do have the remote, and it looks pretty nice. It's not that big in the hand. Some of these remotes can get pretty lengthy, but it feels pretty good. It's not too bad. And yeah, the only thing I would say is there's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of buttons with numbers. But it's all there. I guess if you want to flip some kind of channel or something, you just hit the button and that's it. But you do have your assistant, you do have your back, your volume, settings button. Yeah, just a bunch of extra features here on the remote shortcuts. You do have your HDMI also, and then your power supply. And then there's a how to plug this thing in instructions in the book, or in the box, I should say. So yeah, so let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see how it works. Okay, so here we go. This is how the home screen looks like. And again, just going to give you guys a very basic overview of how this all is. There's just some shortcuts for the apps. If I come here, I could see everything that I have downloaded. Yeah, pretty good stuff. If I go to system update, this is very important here. When you do get the device, go to the OTA online update. When I go to detection, it's going to say fail to access server. So wherever you bought this from, you want to be sure you ask them, can I get the update? And then they'll be able to send you the update and then get whatever it is that you're looking for. So pretty good stuff there. I do like to go to AIDA64 because this will show me everything that I need to know about the device. So here it is, 64 gigs of internal storage. You're left with about 52. It says 4 gigs of RAM. Your CPU is going to be running the Allwinner H313 and H616 ARM Cortex A53. It is a quad core. It is running the Mali G31 as a GPU, and then the screen resolution is at 1920 at 1080p. So not too bad. As far as your Android is Android 12, API levels at 31, and then of course codecs is the most important thing here. So you'll see quadruplets of encoder and decoder. So LATM, 3GPP, AMR, FLOC, ALLA, MLA, MPEG, Opus, RAW, Vorbis. So some pretty good stuff here. As far as your video, you got some Allwinner AVC, HEVC, MPEG-2, VP8, VP9, H263, H264, and then some of the standard Google's AVC, 3GPP, VP8 and VP9. So pretty good, pretty basic stuff here. Everything's going to work pretty solid there. Yeah, they do have their own app store, so you can just come on here and then just pull up whatever it is that you're looking for. You got some tips there to read. Again, down here you got some updates. At the very top, this is a little bit tricky because it's kind of hard to see, but you do have your browser. You do have a contact us. When you click on this, you will have some support there. You will have a internet speed test. You do have a help. And this is actually kind of cool because it says hardware problems, playback problems, Canton problems, online help, software glitches, internet problems. So if you have any issues, this is a good place to start before you reach out to them. So that way you could troubleshoot on your own. Self-starting management, this is just apps that I just got AIDA64, so I'm not sure why it's on there, but maybe a shortcut. You get a set quick launch. Now this will open up your remote where we have two buttons that you could set up however it is that you want to open up a specific app. You got Bluetooth, clean memory, network, remote control. And again, you could scan the QR code so that we can learn more about the control through the app. And then more settings. Now more settings, it's a little bit tricky here because you can change the wallpaper. You do got disclaimers, time, uninstall, reset. There's the update again, file manager, projection, language, and adjust. But you do have this thing called settings, which is, I would think this would be maybe a little bit more important than the more settings part. But that's okay. It's just a shortcut to get you here. So Here is your device preferences. When you get here, you got your about, any kind of system. This is just going to be the hardware. The other update is going to be the software. If you come here to Android TV OS build, this is going to be for your developer options, which you can see I already have it. If you look all the way at the bottom between energy saver and location, this is where developer options is at. If you have any questions about display and sound, this is a very good section here. Advanced display settings. Here you could open up all kinds of stuff. If you go to format selection, you could open up more stuff like show formats, and then you'll have more options here to see things. If you back up more to advanced sound settings, again, you're going to be able to add more things. So like Dolby Digital Plus, True HD, Atmos, DTS, DTS HD, like some pretty good stuff here. I have this set up to automatic, so that way my system could just read what it is. And depending on the apps, it would pass through anyway what it's going to have. So just depending on your speakers, depending on your apps, it's going to work automatically for you. Now, as far as some of the rest of the settings, everything here is pretty simple and pretty standard. I was logged into the Google Play Store, so I was able to get the IDA64 app. But you got all these different types of features, all these different types of settings. There's plenty of stuff here that you can do. Everything is pretty easy and straight to the point. So yeah, also with this plus sign, you could add shortcuts here, and then if you use them all up, just click down, and then you're gonna have access to more shortcuts. So pretty good stuff. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys liked today's episode. Always try to get you guys here all hooked up with the latest and greatest stuff. There's so many things here to see, so many things to check out. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com, if you guys are interested in this one. I do have a couple left. And leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. You guys take care of each other. See you guys in the next one.